Alrighty, just dropped this vlog. If you guys haven't checked it out, I'll leave a card right here, top right. Just trying to spice up the video content here, so show it some love, drop a like, let me know in the comments, and while I'm asking for things too, be sure to drop this video a like, because who knows, maybe I'll keep this vlog thing going. So today is Monday the 16th, 2020, and I'm pretty much wrapping up my work day, so obviously work from home times, given everything going on in the world here. I took a half day today, just to, burn the remainder of the vacation days that I have for the rest of the year, so catch up on some sneaker stuff, clean up the room, etc, etc. This is typically where I do my actual 9 to 5, or I guess 8 to 6, or however long, it's been busy past few weeks at work. And then this workstation here is where I'm doing the sneaker stuff. And I figure since work was just briefly brought up, I'll address a few questions that I keep getting in the comments and in the Instagram DMs. Be sure to follow me over there at Stuff Dylan Likes as well. Anyway, people always ask me how am I affording all of these sneakers that I have, so they're just everywhere. And the simple answer is that I work. Anyway, my day-to-day is usually pretty boring, but there are certain things that, come into play that spice it up, and one of them today is a package that I received. So this actually came in on Saturday, but, I'm getting around to opening it now. While I'm at it, I wanted to feature these Big Gulp SB Dunks from 2008. You guys haven't seen these on the channel yet, but I consider them to be my new good luck charms. In the last vlog, you may have seen me wear them when we were going to grab the co.jp Air Jordan 1s. Bruh. Hit on the sneakers app as well, and also got those Bape Undefeateds. I'll probably toss in the unboxing clip of these here, just so you guys get a better sense. I picked these up last week, got them on eBay for a good deal. They're pre-owned, but really good condition, OG everything, so I pulled out the trusty stool that you guys pretty much see in every video. Also got the trusty knife there. Here's the package. So this came straight from Nike.com, and it sort of starts the theme off of, I guess, this entire week of sneaker pickups. I got these for a super steal, and I'll chat about it as I unbox them. I just hate how Nike uses this Just Do It tape. It's not rocket science for people to see this on your curb and know it's a package from Nike, so probably change that. Anyway, it's a pair of Nike SBs. They're not what you think, so they're not the typical dunks that I've been picking up. Rather, it's a pair of Blazers. First, purple box, which is the new generation of boxes, at least for GRs that Nike SB is using. Box tag here, if it wants to focus. Come on. There you go. It's a Nike SB Zoom Blazer Mid in this Off Noir, Iron Gray, more Off Noir, size 9.5, retail price $85. So I think $85 retail for SB Blazers is a pretty good deal, but these were on sale for what I want to say was like $49 with an additional 20% off coupon code. So I walked away with these for $40, and I figured 40 bucks is just a killer deal on any shoe, let alone a Nike. You have your standard wood grain paper, and you have these things. They're literally just an all over gray suede Nike SB Blazer. So these come with an extra set of laces. On here's a darker gray. These look to be, I guess, a lighter gray. Nothing crazy about them. The materials, whatever, it's sort of in line with any sort of GR Nike sneaker. So we had pretty much every panel in contrasting gray colors. I've really warmed up to darker sneakers. I've referenced in the past in a bunch of videos that I'm not too fond of darker colored sneakers. I think given the fall and winter seasons has really warmed me up to them. As always, I'll try to put out a dedicated review on these, but also who knows, just because there's a lot in the pipe. And as many of you know, with any sort of Nike sneaker coming straight from the factory, they come choked up. And I'm always jonesing to try them on, so here they are all loosened up on foot, just the left one for now. So I went true to size, and as you'd expect, they fit pretty nicely. I guess the biggest difference between Nike Sportswear Blazers and Nike SB Blazers, aside from the various colorways, is the additional padding that you'd find with a pair of SB Blazers. So to meet the needs of skateboarders and the use case of skateboarders, they come included with the Zoom Air Tech at the insole specifically, as well as just the additional padding around the ankle collar, the tongue, and wow. I can't say it enough, but for $40, you really can't go wrong. This is a great everyday wear, great winter, fall sneaker.
Many hours later.
So that was kind of a fail. It says delivered at 4:12. 4:58 right now, and they're not there. Alrighty, so it's the next day, and I finally have the package in my hand. But pretty much these were supposed to arrive yesterday. They showed delivered at my house, but it turns out the mail courier is brand new, so he actually delivered them to the wrong house, so I had to make a few calls. And they finally arrived the next day, which is annoying. So that's only part of the madness here, and I guess speaking of madness, if you look at the background, all this wood structure, so I figured I'd switch up the scenery a bit. It's a nice crisp fall day. We're getting the sunroom at my house redone, so this is sort of an open workspace right now. So this pair of sneakers is one of the more wild stories that I've had as far as buying things online. Package itself looks a little slim, which is a little disappointing as well, which I'll talk about in a sec. I have a bunch of saved searches on a bunch of different buying and selling apps. If you guys watch the channel a lot, you know that I like to find good deals on sneakers on the Poshmark app, which is essentially a buy and sell place for clothes mainly. And as I am with my sneaker pickups, I'm pretty habitual when it comes to things. So when I get into something, I'll buy a ton of them. So examples, Dunks. And I guess my recent binge has been on Supreme collab Nikes. So I had initially came across this pair in like June of 2020 for a decent deal. I never pulled the trigger because I wasn't quite in the market for them until, you know, fast forward to November of this year. I bought the Supreme Air Max Tailwind 4s. I got those Blazer lows. I have a few Supreme SB Dunks, so I figured I'd try to find a few more. So here's another result. So going back to Poshmark, I mentioned I had saw these in June. Fast forward to November, the guy hasn't been active, and that's a really telltale sign sometimes when someone just does a one-off post and never really follows up. So I did the unthinkable and tracked him down on Instagram. I asked him if they were available. He said they were, which is great. And in the process of that, he ended up in the hospital. So wishing him well on that end. He just recently got out. So Vince, if you're watching this, speedy recovery, man. Long story short, took a few weeks for him to get them over here. They have the Supreme sticker. Here are the shoes themselves. I'm not disappointed in the actual shoes because they're literally brand new, dead stock, never worn, maybe tried on, but never worn, which is perfect. So this is the Air Humaris 17. So he has the box paper, the shoes dead stock with the lace bag attached, but no original box, which is interesting. It's almost like a false advertisement because pictured he had the box in it, so I have to give him a note on Instagram. But these are pretty interesting. I don't think these are for the masses. If you can tell by the silhouette, they're a trail runner. If you're not big on running or into the running scene, these likely aren't for you. I'm pretty sure people were clowning these when they had dropped. You like what you like, I guess, and this is something that I'm super interested in. I'm only disappointed that they didn't come with the box, so I definitely have to shoot them a note, and I'll let you guys know what goes on. This trail runner, it's kind of like an ACG sneaker, it seems. Definitely perfect for this fall weather. I'm definitely gonna get a lot of wear out of these. I'm gonna drop a review on these at some point or a dedicated video because these things are pretty sweet.
Several song-filled hours later.
Alright, so it's actually the next day. They're getting around to opening these up now. So this package came straight from Nike in this new sort of shipping box that they're using. There's some text here. I guess it's part of Nike's Move to Zero initiative, which is cool. Check out that space hippie video that I made. It sort of outlines a little bit of their ideology. But anyways, it has this easy pull-off top, which is great. Easy access here. It beats the Nike tape that they use that makes it so visible that it's a Nike product. Thought it'd be some noting on this being like a recycled box or something. Anyway, here it is. Standard black Jordan box. Close to the size tag here. If it wants to focus. Come on, there it is. Here they are. Ooh. Okay, I like these. Pretty clean. In case you guys don't know what these are, this is a pair of the Air Jordan 1 Mid in the black and red colorway, better known as the bread or the band colorway. So I got these on a shock drop / members only / exclusive access on the Nike app, and it's the Nike consumer app, it's not the Nike sneakers app. So these things are pretty close to the Air Jordan 1 High in the bread colorway, with the biggest difference obviously being that they're a mid-cut. They're also not an exact one-to-one of the bread or band high pair. You'll notice the split of color at the eye stay. On the highs, it's in all black, versus these have sort of a split at the eye stay there between black and red. If I go back here and pull out the other pair of mids that I picked up this year, it's the Chicago Black Toe, and you'll see the striking resemblance here as far as color blocking goes. Sort of the trend that we've we've been seeing between Nike and Jordan Brand with the Chicago or bread related mids this year is that they're a bit different from the original high cuts. So with this Chicago pair, it's dubbed as the Chicago black toe, and as you can tell, it has the black toe. If you look at a picture of the actual Chicago highs, this should be white. And then there was another one to complete the trilogy of Chicago related mids with a white heel, and they literally have a white heel instead of this red. Being a mid, people hate on these things pretty frequently, and I'm not exactly sure why. Cutting to the shot here, here's the mid that I just unboxed. Here's a pair of Blake Griffin Jordan 1 highs from I think 2015 before they remastered them and came up with this OG silhouette without the Jumpman and utilizing the Nike Air at the tongue, but that's a different video. Either way, you can see the close resemblance between the two. This is from 2018, 2019, so since then the cut's been a bit higher. And then just for fun, I have the dunk here, pretty similar to the high. The sneaker width obviously depends on how much you wear them. So these things are just built super wide, you know, the more narrow, coming straight from the factory, and obviously with more wear they'll widen up. I also saw on Twitter people were comparing these and the Chicago mids to the actual Chicago highs and the bread highs they released a few years ago, and the height difference not too bad. So again, people are entitled to their own opinions. Here is just what I have to show. But being a mid though, these things definitely aren't as premium feeling as the highs. Leather on the red parts has a nice tumble to it, but it looks to just be a finish. The leather is pretty standard smooth leather. It's pretty stiff. It doesn't have that sort of grain that you'd expect with an Air Jordan 1 high of recent releases. I didn't mention the retail price on these things, but they're $115. I think anything around that $100 price point is pretty nice. Anything over $150 is sort of taxing a bit in my opinion. So whether or not you like the mids, I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion. Clearly Jordan Brand is doing something right here if they keep not only putting them out in 1,000,001 colorways, but also they're just selling out all over the place. These things have some sort of resale value, so getting these for retail $115 again is actually a pretty good deal. There's a lot to talk about on these, so I think I'll leave it at that. Review coming soon. Be sure you're subscribed to the channel to check it out.
The next morning.
So I'm in a tough predicament here. I just struck out on the dunks, but I'm on Yeezy supply. I'm able to cart these things. Not sure if I want them. I have the Azeriths on feet right now, I guess for good luck, and I don't know. I don't know if I want these, so stay tuned. Alright, we're at 2:59 p.m. Eastern. Walmart's dropping PS5s and Xbox Series X's on their website at 3 p.m. sharp. So I have two laptops here. Don't think it's gonna make a difference. This is how I'm combating bots. I don't really know if it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work at all, actually, so. Also have Twitter open here, see what people are saying. Alright, 5 seconds, here we go, refreshing. No, add to cart, it's already out of stock. Sick. 20 seconds into 3 o'clock. This is crazy. Oh shit, it's in cart, let's go. Oh shit, let's go. It's already in my cart, let's see which goes faster. I might be ruining this entire thing. This is not it right now. It's in my cart, it's not letting me put in. Come on. Come on. I think this might work. Let's see if... Come on. 5 minutes in. I'm just gonna cut it, and if I get it, I'll update you guys, because this clip's way too long now. So you guys just saw me take the L on the PS5, obviously, but here's one thing I didn't take an L on. So unlike the Jordan 1 mids that came in, these came in their classic box with the stupid Nike tape. Obviously, if you watched the last video, which I'm gonna keep plugging here, I scored these on the sneakers app on release while I was actually in line for them at our local boutique. So this is a double up. And funny enough too, Steph, my girlfriend, she also hit on the sneakers app, so it's technically a triple up, but I think she's gonna let her pair go. Either cash out on it at some point or use that money to buy something that she really wants, but that's up to her. Here's the double up. Let me fix the camera view here. Didn't really do much. So here's the double up. It's the silver commemorative box. co.jp. Retail price $170. You guys have seen these already, so I don't really need to do too much of an introduction. I have my second pair chilling in the background. Here they are. God, these are just as good as I expected. They have that great rubber smell. You've got the jewel Jordan logo, silver swoosh, white tumbled leather throughout. Aside, I don't know if it's a suede or a nubuck, but it's definitely not as quality feeling as the leather is. Not sure what I'm gonna do with these. Again, super fortunate to have hit on these on sneakers. I think my thing with sneakers is I always hit on sneakers that I don't necessarily want or love. Not to say that I didn't want these, but I was already in line for them and I knew I was gonna get them. So these are a great pair to use as trade bait. Maybe sell them off and buy something that I want, because I do want a lot of things, but also, who knows, maybe I'll just keep it on ice and pull them out in a few years. I have a few sneakers in the collection that I've doubled up on. I'm usually pretty hesitant when it comes to it just because I could use the money for something else. But yeah, I think that about wraps up the video. Let me know what you guys think of this format. I've already started chopping it up. I know it's going to be a long one, so if you guys are fans of it, let me know. Drop a like. Definitely leave me a comment too. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback on everything. That about does it for now though. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys as always, and catch you guys in the next video. Peace.